Mario's 35th anniversary has had its ups and downs. Everyone finally got the 3D Mario All-Stars collection they always wanted, minus Mario Galaxy 2, and it's only a limited time release. But hey, they made a Mario Battle Royale game that's also a limited time release. You know, this is the second worst anniversary I've ever witnessed, with the first being my parents' divorce. There had to be something to save the Italian plumber celebration, and that came in the form of a Super Mario 3D World Switch port. This wasn't surprising at all, as it was speculated for a long time that a port would make its way over to the Switch, since New Super Mario Bros. U already made the jump over. However, the surprise factor for this port was from the side content package with it, called Bowser's Fury. There wasn't much shown besides little snippets signaling an open world style of Mario. Bowser's Fury borrows its DNA from Mario Odyssey and 3D World outside of their stories. The beginning still starts out pretty much like 3D World, except this time, Mario notices icky paint-like goop that moves, scattered all over the ground, and gets teleported to Lake Lapcat. Not long after discovering the new area, he sees Bowser covered in the same substance, rampaging throughout the lake. Upon further exploration, Mario runs into Bowser Jr., who begs him to help turn his dad back to normal. Mario is already over Bowser Jr.'s BS, but decides to help him anyway, and to accomplish this feat, they must collect the cat shines scattered throughout the various islands. There are 4 main areas total with a variety of small islands to explore. None of them really match the scope of anything in Mario Odyssey, and even some of the regular levels in 3D World. The level design of the islands, though, are linear and could easily be reworked as levels in 3D World. Bowser's Fury takes some of the elements from the base game and expands upon them, like using the spring pads to progress with correct timing, climbing a giant tower using the propeller block, navigating your way to the top of a mountain with switch blocks, traveling through clear pipes to collect cat coins, and chasing down Shadow Luigi while ensuring Mario doesn't fall with the platforms. Combine this with the exploration element added, and you have a completely different experience from 3D World, but still familiar enough so fans of that game won't feel alienated.
We have different faces, but inside, we are same.
There are a few different gameplay elements to Bowser's Fury that differentiates itself from the main game. The first one is the gimmick of Bowser Jr., and sadly, that's all he really is the entire adventure. Jr. can take out enemies for you, but more often than not, he kinda just got in my way when I tried to take down enemies. There is an option to adjust how frequently you'll help Mario, but if I wasn't recording gameplay, I would have turned it down to none. He can also investigate walls with question marks on them by pressing the R button, which will then reveal a power-up to collect. The controls have slightly changed from Mario 3D World. 3D World only allows for 8-directional movement, even though it's tied to the control stick, but I digress. In Bowser's Fury, this restriction has been lifted, but it is pretty awkward at first. Unlike other 3D Mario games where tilting the control stick all the way in one direction will make Mario run, he only walks. In order to run, the player must press the Y button. Combine this with adjusting the camera and it could lead to a clunky experience at times, since you need to let go of the run button to look around. It took a bit to get used to, but once I did, it was perfectly playable. The biggest change is how the entirety of Lake Lapcat is connected, with smaller side objectives scattered around the main islands. All of the main islands have 5 cat shines to collect, with 100 total being in the game. Don't worry though, because only 50 are needed to quell Bowser's Fury. It's pretty obvious where to find these collectibles, as the mini islands are noticeable on the map, and crossing through the cat gates on the main islands will make hints appear at the bottom of the screen. Not every shine will be available for the first time you disembark for these objectives, meaning Mario can go off to other islands to collect whatever shines are available there. Traveling to all these islands is quick because of Yoshi's distant cousin Plessie, who can quickly swim around the lake. Some of these objectives are made easier by using various power-ups from 3D World. Most of the time, you'll just end up using the cat suit because of its ability to climb walls, and the Tanuki leaf giving Mario more time in the air. If Mario is already powered up, the items will automatically be stored for later use. But, unlike 3D World, Mario can keep up to 5 of every power-up to use on the fly. If a certain objective is easier with a different power, you just press up on the D-pad and choose the best one for the job. This is a great quality of life change because it allows for a more versatile Mario. Like most Mario Collectathons, there will be repeat objectives on the aisles. For example, Mario will have to collect blue coins under a time limit, beat a shadow version of Luigi, or gather 5 cat coins. However, I don't find it to be a big downside this time around. In other 3D Mario games, specifically Mario Sunshine, it was mainly because of the overabundance of some of these missions, or with how annoying it was to complete. I'm looking at you, Hazy Maze Cave. But in Bowser's Fury, the level design gimmicks are varied enough to where it doesn't feel like it's copy and pasted for the sake of longer playtime. At one point, Mario will be collecting blue coins going down an ice slide, only to later grab them from platforms that flip when jumping. The only repeating cat shine I hate is the Bowser blocks. These can only be destroyed when Bowser unleashes his fury against Mario. When Bowser actually goes into this mode is completely random. Sometimes he'll appear quickly, and other times he'll just leave you waiting an awfully long time.
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
Now, there is a way to make him appear whenever your heart desires, but that requires Amiibo. By using any type of Bowser Amiibo, you can awaken Bowser from his slumber, and it's terrible this feature is locked behind a $13 paywall. I can understand something like this not being available in the main adventure, but this should at least be an ability in the post-game. There are multiple ways to deal with Bowser when he appears. The first way is the simple act of collecting cat shines. Collecting them will reduce Bowser's health a little bit and force him to retreat back into the lake. The second way is by fighting him using the Giga Bell, which unlocks after collecting the required amount of shines. Successfully taking down Bowser by fighting him, or just by gathering enough shines to deplete his health, will unlock the next main island of the lake. I would recommend fighting him though, because each fight changes things up from the last. At first it's pretty basic with Bowser just kinda jumping at Mario, but then he starts to speed up, gets a spin dash, and eventually Mario will be able to throw pillars at him in order to reveal his weak spot faster. The graphics of the port as a whole has a slight upgrade compared to its Wii U counterpart. However, it is more noticeable in Bowser's Fury. The colors pop out more here, and it seems like everything has more of a shine to it as well. I don't really understand what the point of it is, but it looks nice regardless. The frame rate is also solid. That is, until Bowser pops up. There's just way too much going on for the Switch to handle, I guess. It does ruin the immersion though when you're running away from Bowser trying to find the next shine, or rushing to the Giga Bell. The soundtrack of Bowser's Fury, in my opinion, is better than 3D World's. 3D World went for a jazzy feel, and this definitely keeps some of those elements, but it isn't afraid to branch out. None of the melodies from 3D World are reused much, and resemble the style from Mario Odyssey more. Each tune is atmospheric, but unlike some of the previous 3D Mario games, it's still catchy. For example, Mount Magmeow starts out with intense strings as the melody comes in with the help of a powerful brass section. I can't forget about Plessie's upbeat theme though. The melody is a combination of strings and trumpet, which easily creates a sensation of gliding across the water. Bowser's battle theme though has seen a significant change. Instead of the saxophone and trumpet leading the melody, the composers just let some random guy go all out on the guitar, but then the choir just comes in giving it that classic Bowser feel everyone knows from Mario Galaxy. If it wasn't obvious by now, Bowser's Fury is 100% worth it. If you already played Mario 3D World on the Wii U, I would recommend getting this port for Bowser's Fury alone. If you haven't played 3D World, but are interested in Bowser's Fury, I would definitely recommend picking this up because you're getting two great games in one package. But what do I know? I'm just some random guy on the internet who wanted to review Bowser's Fury. If you like this video, subscribe for more game reviews, and I'll see you next time.